Hello there, welcome back to the channel. This is Nerd World. Before we get started, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below for more of these Imperial outbursts. Getting into the spirit of the Mirror Universe, this episode is on Major Malcolm Reed, the second officer, chief armory officer and tactical officer, commander of the Mako teams detached to the Imperial starship Enterprise NX-01, the flagship of the Imperial Starfleet and Terran Empire. Although we don't know much about Major Reed's early military career, we do know that by the 2150s he was assigned to the ISS Enterprise under the command of Captain Maximilian Forrest. He was also under direct authority of Commander Jonathan Archer. In 2155, the ISS Enterprise would embark on a mission to recover a vessel from the Prime Universe, the USS Defiant. He would be instrumental in this action, as well as in various other military engagements. He was part of a boarding team that was sent aboard the Defiant in order to seize the ship while the vessel itself was destroyed. Prior to these events, in order to ensure that this mission had taken place, Reed had followed Archer, whom he was surprisingly loyal towards, in a coup d'etat against Captain Forrest, musing that an accident may occur to Captain Forrest on his way to the brig, to which Archer warned him that if anything happened to Forrest, he himself would be executed for it. He was instrumental in the development of the Agony Booth for the Empire in conjunction with Dr. Phlox, the Denobulan Chief Medical Officer aboard the ISS Enterprise. This device was used to torture people for prolonged periods of time, shifting pain to different nerve clusters to ensure that they remained conscious while in excruciating, unbearable agony. As the head of the Marine assault team aboard the ship, he was responsible for ship security as well as for boarding action and armed engagements against enemies of the Empire, and was very vigilant, looking out for treacherous actions or disloyalty amongst the crew. Archer noted that although he was an extremely competent soldier, he did have issue with how aggressive and possibly ambitious Reed was. In this vein, Archer would choose to promote T'Pol to his executive officer during his stint of command of the ISS Enterprise and aboard the USS Defiant on his march to Imperial victory. Reed's exact fate is unknown. He was severely injured during a battle with a Gorn insurgent aboard the USS Defiant. This injury left him, as Dr. Phlox would put it, he could go either way, critically injured, but he was still alive when the Defiant arrived at Earth, undergoing medical care. An extremely ruthless and brutal officer, different in many ways to his Prime Universe counterpart, although both men embarked on a very similar career military path, with strict adherence to a concept of military armed first policies. Basically, shoot first, ask questions later, maybe, if you can be bothered. Both men seem to have a similar outlook on life in this regard. They were both of British descent, likely both men born in the United Kingdom on Earth in the 22nd century. Reed was a competent, albeit ruthless individual. He was loyal to Commander Archer, but unlike his Prime Universe counterpart, he had more of a rivalry relationship with Commander Tucker, the ship's chief engineer, whereas in the Prime Universe the two men were close friends. In this universe they seemed more like bitter rivals. Although it never came to blows or actual physical violence, being Terrans, there was the potential for it. I just want to take this moment to thank you for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, please check out my social links in the description box below to Instagram and Twitter and others, and also is down there a link to my Patreon page where you can support this channel and the others as I try to grow this franchise and do this more regularly. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and bye bye.